The digital is political because decisions about digital technology that are made by tech firms don't just affect us as consumers, they affect our democracy, they change who has power, they determine how free we are, and they determine the quality of our democracy.
The emotions that we hear from people regarding artificial intelligence, the two leading ones are curiosity and concern. So curiosity is leading for the time being as the positive emotion that we hear from people, but concern is growing. And for the first time ever, according to our latest survey in July, the global survey on AI perceptions, it seems that the majorities now have expressed that they are concerned about widespread use of artificial intelligence and they want more restrictions on business and government use of AI. I think the Club de Madrid membership, who are the most veteran democratic politicians on the world, play a key role in providing that wisdom for the current generation of world leaders.
Quienes hemos tenido responsabilidad, quienes pertenecemos al Club de Madrid, podamos aportar algo que es siempre conveniente, siempre necesario, que es reflexión, diálogo, conversación. Quizá es bueno tener esos espacios cada cierto tiempo, incluso habría que programarlos, como hoy todo ese programa, para decir, bueno, vamos a ver cómo vamos, cómo estamos en todo lo que es el desarrollo digital.
AI is really about data, and if you can control the data, then you can control the AI. So I think that there's two opportunities for something like Club de Madrid. So one is education, to have people understand better. But the second is to try and reinvent our social contracts, to make use of these things, to leverage them for the good.
Creo que las nuevas tecnologías implican una inmediatez en la comunicación que no hemos conocido nunca antes. En el pasado, la política era muy vertical. Hablaba el jefe de partido, hablaba la directiva del partido y la coalición se ordenaba. Ahora, tan pronto como alguien, un líder, habla, los Twitter lo ponen en su celular de inmediato.
Digital technologies are being introduced in an unequal world, and as things are currently going, they're mirroring the inequalities we've seen in society, be they political, gendered, geographical inequalities. The question then becomes, with addressing digital equality, how do we factor all that in to make sure as more and more technologies come into our lives, they do not exacerbate those inequalities, but can actually help us start to close them. So it's really an understanding of what we would call an analog world and how digital technologies can truly be used to close, to make sure that the world is a bit more equal today.
Truthful information and well-argued and well-founded interpretation is the only real weapon that is at our disposal. So we have to use it. And I think it is the responsibility of governments to support media that are having clear and strong ethical standards and who are committed to truthful reporting. I think that that's the key to success in this area.
Artificial intelligence will be part of every aspect of our lives, in some ways small, in some ways big. It's going to affect us in many ways as the internet affects us. So it's a broad set of issues, but we need to think about how do we ensure that the democratic process, that is public debate and discussion, as well as government and elections, can work well in this new era. I think Club of Madrid can play an important role by bringing together the great expertise and experience and judgment of its members to talk through some of the most difficult challenges that we face and give advice on real-life scenarios that frankly the industry struggles with.
Posed by new technology, and that is one of the great themes that multilateralism has to grapple with today. And multilateralism needs to come up with answers to how we can steer these developments to ensure the maximum of good for people everywhere. And I think the input of the sort of discussions that come out of Club de Madrid are tremendously valuable in that respect. Have now are no longer subject to electoral cycles or the party politics, and really have the wisdom and the experience to provide very, very important insights, and also have the stature to have a very powerful voice on societies, and can thus be a tremendous force for good and change at a time when there's a great deal of uncertainty and many not so great developments in our world.